Word on the street is, you want to improve? Well, lucky for you, this is the right video. Let's get right into it. Go to custom game, put time limit, 45, 1000, max, leave health normal, put radar always on, constant. Go to gameplay, put max spawn with max ammo. Yeah. Go to bot, put 5. Bot difficulty, recruit. We don't want the bot to keep shooting at us the whole time, that's not the whole point. Now, settings, I would recommend for you to change instantly. Go to interface, put centered on, make it large, then you get a nice big dot in the middle of your screen and your crosshair. Go to controller, not to be rude here, but to be quite frank, you should probably lower your sensitivity. I recommend it 4 to 8. You can play around with, put 6.6, I play on 6.6. Obviously, you can put your ADS sensitivity multiplier, so you can put 88.75. Then when you aim on sight, you have 6 sensitivity. You can do that. And I would recommend playing with auto attack sprint. It's preference, obviously. You know. But yeah. And then obviously, now this is very important. For target aim assist on, and obviously for the aim assist type though, listen to this. Put Black Ops. Black Ops is extremely sticky on this game. You'll notice a world difference. And for aim response curve type, I recommend dynamic. It's way more snappier. For last, since MW 2019, we've been using it. It's the best shit. In dead zone, input dead zone is a little bit preference. You can lower it until you can stick drift. But for me, I just put an 8.8. Leave it there. Technically, the higher you have, technically it feels like you get more aim assist. But obviously, you don't want to be delayed, right? So I put 8.8. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the lobby. So once you load in, this is the class I'm going to use. Obviously, use your weapon of choice. I'm using a submachine gun to showcase this. And these are attachments if you want to use it. That's Knef. Alright, so a few things. As you can see now, I have a big round dot on my screen. That was the settings we changed. And yeah, also a secret tip that not many people know, yeah? Where is it? When you go to HUD in interface, I recommend putting the smaller, putting both 0, because then technically your mini-map, like everything is more pushed in, right? So technically your mini-map is more closer. Pro tip. Okay, that was a bonus tip, by the way. I always do every year, so my compass is like further down, and my mini-map is closer, and everything more pushed in. Wow. Okay, let's get into it now. So obviously, with any weapon in this game you want to use, you have to learn the recoil. So obviously you can just look at the wall. If the bots don't kill me, let's take a look. So according to True Game Data, with these testings, we have seen some weapons have some random recoil sometimes. For example, the M4 has some random recoil, like just random. But most time it's predictable. Okay, so we're going to shoot the wall now. As you can see, it's going a little bit up and then it goes to the right. So obviously you got vertical recoil, just straight up, and then you got the side to side recoil, horizontal. So, in this case, the Veskanov, if it goes up and wall a little bit to the right, then obviously I have to pull down and then a little bit to the left. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. So I'm going to shoot the wall. No pulling down. Okay. And then there. Pull a little bit, and obviously you can see it's more cleaner. Right. So this is me pulling down, a little bit to the left. Much cleaner. You can see, right? You can see the difference. Alright, so step number 1. Now you learn to recoil your weapon of your choice. Now let's get into it. So, you see the middle dot in the screen, the crosshair. Some people, they actually make the mistake of walking like this on the map. Like you expect your teammates, you know, what is he looking at? Or they walk like this, and then they see a guy, and then they have to aim down. Like, walking like, for some reason people think it's the gun or weapon is blocking the screen. I'm not exactly sure why people do this. So they walk like this, they think they have a better view, right? They're like, oh, I can see now, you know. And at the time they pull down, oh, there's enemy. Dude, you're dead. Like, COD, you died in like a millisecond. You know what I mean? milliseconds we're talking about here. Like, you're dead.
Quick fix.
So don't be that guy. Instead, walk around like this. And remember, if you play on controller, obviously we can aim assist. Use the settings I showed you in the beginning of the video. But yeah, so now let's say you know a guy's here, right? You see him. Well, centering on him. Let's say someone's on B dom now, yeah? I'm gonna center now. And look, I get a snap. You see what I mean? Like, I'm not even aiming. Literally, the aim assist is pulling. You know what I mean? That was really very important to center on in the middle. The enemy, you think they're gonna believe, right? B. So obviously in the real game you don't have it like a TV or whatever the whole time. So what you want to do with your crosshairs is place it where you expect enemies to be. For example, let's say I'm gonna walk around this corner here. Let me just kill the bots 1 sec. Okay, I'm gonna walk around the corner here, and usually people have to camp on top here, right? So instead of, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk around. I'm ready. You see what I mean? I'm centered. Yeah, I'm checking, and then down here. You know what I mean? Step number 1, figure out the recoil. Step number 2, improve your centering. So obviously what I would recommend now, to improve mechanically and aim, once you fine tune your sensitivity and control settings, obviously having a custom control with back buttons or just like a normal back button, like the Sony made one you can buy for PlayStation 4. Any back buttons, that's really good. It helps a lot, obviously. But obviously, it won't make you a god at the game. You still have to practice and get better. People think they make you buy a scarf and oh my god, now you're a 2K play. Doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? If you're a bad player, you're a bad player. Right? So obviously, I would recommend you shoot 100 bots a day. Try it out. 100 bots a day. So obviously, if you play Warzone and you always get smoked and have a bad time, or in public matches, well, come on, instead and warm up. Shoot 50 bots. Like obviously with the intent of improving, yeah? Because obviously if you're not trying to improve, you're just wasting your time. You know what I mean? Like you actually have to think about, hey, let me actively try to improve my aim or actively try to improve my centering. Don't just play to play. There's plenty of people out there who have more game time than most people and they improve. You know? Like, let's just say they're below average to the hours they put in because they're not trying, right? And that's fine. Everybody wants to improve. That's fine. So you have to ask yourself, you already want to improve. If you really want to improve, my tips are from somebody who's been playing Call of Duty for a very long time and grinding leaderboards and stuff. Well, shoot bots. It helps. Especially a new game, right? So shoot 50 bots before you come on. And shoot 50 bots before you get off. With the intent of improving. That's the thing, right? Because the Call of Duty is more about shooting your gun. But let's say you're bad at shooting your gun. This is the fastest way to improve. Obviously map awareness, and that's for another day, another video. Map awareness and learning spawns and all that stuff, all that and sound whoring, you know, all that stuff, that's for a different video, man. But for now, let's just focus on the basics. Learn to shoot your gun, center properly, win gunfights. That's another thing. When you do play a match, instead of camping for KD, I would recommend running at people. Literally, if you want to improve, that's the best way. The more repetition, the more gunfights you get into, the faster you start to play, the better you will feel, and you know you see your action time slowly get better. I don't believe it's chalked if you're like 30 years old or not born with talent or whatever. I believe everyone can improve. You know what I mean? I don't know how good you can get. I mean, the sky is the limit, I guess. Depends how good you want to get. But yeah, so obviously, shoot 100 bots, but you could take it extreme. You could do what I did on Black Ops 4. You can literally shoot 500 bots a day. Yeah, I did that for like 3 months or something. And let me tell you, that made me really good. I was really good, probably the best I was in a long time, right? At that period, that time. But yeah, so do it for 2 weeks and comment down below the results below, yeah? Just remember, center properly. Don't look at the sky now. Now you know the guy is coming, yeah? Don't do this. Don't do that. Just focus. So when he's coming on, you're ready for the gunfight. That's the thing, you always have to be ready for the gunfight. Prepare yourself. Expect someone to be in the middle of the map. Instead of, you know, like when you're walking around the corner now. And obviously you can slide. You know. Jumping helps in this game as well. You can jump on the corner. But like I said, there's no slide cancel. We no bunny hopping going on here. This is a really traditional creative Call of Duty kind of game. With extremely fast gun kills. Obviously if your gun is up, you kill them. But yeah. So obviously that's showing good. Obviously you can play auto attack sprint, which I currently am. That's also preference. But for wars I actually recommend tech sprint. For multiplayer, I don't know, it can get you killed sometimes because the deploy time's so slow, but yeah. So try for 2 weeks and tell me your results below. And how long you been, comment down below how long you've been playing games for, Call of Duty for specifically, I guess. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget, I always post nice gameplay. Peace out.